Midnight Sun here, and we're going to be doing Challenge Rift 427. This is going to be with the Crusader. This is wearing the Roland's Legacy set, and we set every use of Shield Bash and Sweep Attack, reduce the cooldown of your laws and defensive skills by 1 second, increase the damage of Shield Bash and Sweep Attack by 40,000%, and every use of Shield Bash or Sweep Attack that hits an enemy grants 75% increased attack speed and 15% damage reduction. So with this, we do have... let's see where it is here. Sweep Attack on our bar over here. So that's going to be our main source of damage. Iron Skin is going to keep us alive. And the rest of the stuff isn't too impactful for our character or our build very much. We get some stuff that's not even used here. And then the rest of these are just kind of some auxiliary stuff. So I won't go into too many details on that. Just talking about the important thing. Goal here is to activate your Law of Justice and your Iron Skin right off the beginning. And then if you run into enemies and you want to fear them, you're going to hit the Provoke skill. And then your goal is to maintain your mana with Smite over here, and then just hit Sweep Attack repeatedly to deal the massive amount of damage there. And you can see that it just takes everything out. And then Steed Charge to get where you want to go. So we're going to jump in here, and we're going to immediately activate our champion and our other skills here. And we're going to start hitting with Sweep Attack and coming along into the right area here for some elites. So there's the first set of elites. After we get them, hop on our Steed Charge a little bit just to get out of here for a second. And we're going to continue hitting Sweep Attack as we move along through the area here. This first area doesn't really have much to offer, so occasionally maintain your mana with Smite, or what is this called? Wrath on the Crusader. And hit Sweep Attack as you run into some enemies. After we go through the first area here, we're going to make our way over here to another set of elites that are up in this room here. Again, just tap your Sweep Attack and it'll take pretty much everything out in one hit. Make sure you reactivate your defensive skills every now and then, making sure the Laws of Hope are still active, as well as your Iron Skin ability. Otherwise, occasionally some of these guys will take you out. But there isn't too much that you have to worry about here. This is a pretty tanky build. We got another set of elites right over here. Let me put it in here. And I didn't realize that today was the day for everything to reset, so I haven't gotten the chance to really get on and play this for very long. So I haven't maximized this build to its full potential. But at the very least, we are going to be able to clear the rift in time, so we don't got to worry about that. There are some people who are managing to do this under 3 minutes. I don't think we're going to get anywhere close to that time, as we've only just kind of run through this area once, and there's probably a pylon or two I'm missing. So this won't be a tip on how to maximize it, just for the casual player, an easy guide on how to beat the rift here. So we're moving on to the next area, and this is our bigger area. Here, because of the lightning legendary gem on us, we can just kind of casually move forward while tapping Sweep Attack occasionally, and most of these enemies should follow you, so you don't got to worry about it too much. Again, reactivate your Iron Skin if you want to maintain that buff. And then we're going to take a right here, taking out these guys. I knew that was going to kill me. For the split second it happened right there, I realized, whoops, I'm going to get hit by the beams. So that's a bit of a bummer, a bit of a time loss there. We shouldn't have died to that. And now we get this guy right here, which is going to allow us to spam our abilities like crazy. So then just hop on the Steed and go from elite to elite pack, hit and Sweep Attack over and over again. The rest of these guys shouldn't be too much bonus here. So we're going to make our way over to the next area, and then we're going to stick to the right here and make sure our Laws of Hope and everything is reactivated, and we should run into multiple elite sets. So as long as you grab this shield pylon right here, you'll be fine for the rest of the time that we have here. And we should be running into our first set of elites here in a second. There they are. And we got them. And then we're just going to make our way up to the next set of elites, which is right here. It's where they start. Hate those shields. There we go. And then our final set of elites is right here. And that should be enough to activate the Rift Guardian. There we go. And now we're just going to spam our Sweep Attack and take them out the rest of the way. Okay, 3 minutes and 25 seconds. So a little bit better. We could have saved a little bit more time if we didn't die in that one area. And we're third, so maybe we could push this build to second place. I'm not entirely sure. Still not sure where this guy's getting that. There must be a pylon, like particularly a speed pylon or something that I'm missing somewhere. But yeah, that was the build there. Nice, quick, and easy. And then we're going to go ahead and switch over to the EU version and see what that one looks like. Hey, Midnight Sun here, and we're going to be doing the EU version now. We've got the Thorns of the Invoker set, which I've never actually used before, but essentially the concept here is that all of our Thorns damage is going to be dealt to everybody around us. The attack speed of our Punish and Slash are increased by 100% and deal 67,500% of our Thorns damage. So we are going to be using Slash on our bar here, and the rest of this stuff isn't really useful to us. So again, it's kind of a bummer here. And the rest of our abilities here are also not very useful just because of the gear that we have equipped. So the core of this build is going to be having our Laws of Hope active and then hitting with the Punish skill just to activate that block chance being increased. And you can see it goes away every few seconds, so we have to hit it once. And then we're going to hold down our Slash every time we want to deal damage to anything around us. So we've got a bombardments that are going to be attacking all around us as well, so we don't got to worry about that. Condemn and Heaven's Fury can be used in large crowds, but again, not very useful. Phalanx is going to be kind of a bit of an auxiliary for us here. So we're going to go ahead and walk in, activate our ability here, and get it started. And then we're going to go ahead and make our way down while hitting the enemies with Slash and making sure we keep up our buffs. So we get right into the first set of elites there, and I'm just going to tag them and then make my way over here to the next set, which should be down here just a little bit. There they are. So again, making sure I've kept up my buffs. I should be fine for healing with the Molten Wildebeest's gem that's on me, so I don't got to worry about that too much. But if they do hit you with all of your health in one hit, you know, obviously there's nothing you can really do about that. And then we're going to make our way down to the next set of elites, which again, we're trying to just make sure we activate the shield ability every now and then and primarily hit with our Slash attack. While not really worrying about everything around us. You can occasionally hit the Phalanx and the, let's see, Heaven's Fury ability, but again, it's not going to do too much for clear time. I meant to go on this side of that. Alright, we've activated our first pillar, and we're going to make our way over to the next area here, where we run into some more elites. So you do have to get a little close to the enemies to transfer a lot of the Thorns damage, I'm pretty sure. Could be wrong about that, but that's what I've been doing so far, and it seems to be working. Not really much in this area, but there is a lightning pylon up here that we're going to grab real quick and take out the rest of the enemies here. One other thing that I've noticed is I've stayed pretty much alive, no problem, throughout most of this run until I get to the final area, and then for whatever reason in the final area it becomes immensely more difficult to stay alive. So just keep that in mind, that if you are making it through here without dying so far, that the next area is going to be a little bit more challenging, and if you're letting your guard down, you know, don't be too surprised if you bite the bucket at least once in this run. We are racing against our previous time, so we are doing pretty decent in being a little bit ahead of where we were before. So if you ever want to get a better time for this too, always run through these areas at least once, just to kind of see where most of the pylons and stuff are before taking it on to the next zone here. I don't like this map at all, by the way, so anytime I see this, I try to get out of it, just because, I don't know, I have trouble navigating it and figuring out where everybody is or everything is. So I'm just going to make my way down swiftly to exit the map if I can here. Trying to get as many elites as I can along the way. There's also no teleport or steed charge or any ability that most people commonly take to travel out of those areas. So be aware if there's enemies that explode like in this area. As soon as they explode, get out of the way. Otherwise, you get dragged into the explosion. So there's that guy. Right, as soon as we saw that, we moved out of the way. Not going to get hit by the explosion, hopefully, there. And this is where I have found myself dying, so just be a little cautious and take care of the enemies as you go. There we go. We got less than a minute to try and beat our time, hopefully. If I'm not mistaken, there's 2 more sets of elites down here, but this is where I'm most likely to die with all of these explosions going on. There we go. And now for this guy, we're going to activate every little buff and ability we possibly can and take him out the rest of the way. And we got him. Okay, so we beat our time last time about 30 seconds or so. So we should be doing a little bit better on the leaderboard. Let's see, we're in 2nd place and we lost out by about, what, 20 seconds or so? So not too bad. Hopefully later on in the week, I'll see more of you guys pass me out here. I only ever do these on the first day and then I stop. So if you ever want to beat my time, it will not be any higher than what you see in one of these videos. My apologies last week about letting the European version show the NA version for so long. I went and copied everything over and I thought I had it uploaded fine and then I deleted it, so I had to re-upload it and I was out of town for a while. But thank you to the person who commented and let me know that. Have a good one, guys. I'll see you guys sometime later this week, and I'll be releasing some Last Epoch videos as well as hopefully some Diablo 3 Season 36 news. We should be running into the next season of Diablo here in about a week or so, or should get some at least some announcement or maybe some rumors going around. So I'll keep you guys posted on that as well. Have a good one. Bye.